This is our team meeting, and it's a PowerPoint presentation to go over making a plan for building your business blog. So we've called it Business Blogging Blueprint. And again, it'll give you a daily action plan. You may want to, of course, adjust it to fit your own, whatever else you're doing. But I will go over the PowerPoint, and then afterwards we'll have a discussion about it. So if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. That's a well-known quote by Benjamin Franklin. So this particular PowerPoint is just all about getting your blog going, and always the question is from all the ladies is, well, what am I going to blog about? What am I going to say? So remember that your blog is your storefront. If you were building had a little shop, a dress shop, a knitting shop, a craft shop downtown, you need to build a storefront. You need to attract people into your store. So remember that you are building a business and you're building it online. So you make your website and your posts attractive, and you're inviting your readers to come on in. And it needs to be planned. You can't kind of sit down well, you can, but I think it's better if you have a plan and you kind of know what you're going to do for a week out, and then maybe the next week. So plan ahead, organize a plan of action that you want to accomplish for each day, and then follow this is a 7-day blogging plan. So on Monday, now of course keep in mind, if your schedule is such that you can't do 7 days, just make sure you make a plan, but make it the 3 days, a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever works for yours, but just do it and then commit to it. So on Monday, I would suggest blogging about a product or a benefit. Now if you're going to choose to promote Better Women's Network, then you can blog about a training that you may have just listened to and found benefit from, and how it could benefit somebody else. That could make a blog article for you. Or if you're going to focus on the global NPN, pick one tool out of there and benefit on that, the benefit of using that tool, the benefit of doing a screencast video, and then just stick to that one thing and how it could help your customer. If you're in a health, and I know some of the ladies are in a health company, and if that is going to be your focus, then Monday can be your health product or a benefit of using one of your health products. Remember to think of benefits and not the feature. Like, you don't want to tell about all the ingredients in the health product, but the reader wants to know how XYZ drink is going to give them more energy. So Monday is product or benefit day. Tuesday, blog about something. If you can go and take a look in the current news, you can Google something that's happening currently. For example, if it was the NPN that you're doing, then you can Google online business or something about business, and just curate the post, which means basically curating a post is just giving a little comment at the top about why you found this information interesting, copying part of the other person's blog post, the relevant part, and putting a link back to that person so that you tell them where you got the information from, and then a little closing paragraph. And remember, at the end of each of your blog posts, like the Monday blog post and the Tuesday blog post, to always put a call to action. P.S. Any questions? Connect with me on Facebook, and then leave a link to your Facebook page. Or P.S. Any questions? Here's my Better Women's Network link, or whatever, but always have a call to action at the bottom of your blog post. So the same on the Tuesday. Find an interesting story, put it on your blog post, and then sign off the same way. And we'll put examples of this up later, but it's always a good idea to put something like an ending like, if you want it to be like sincerely, or, you know, have a great day, or choose to make this a great day, or happy blogging. And then if you can put a little thumbnail picture of yourself and your name, and then a PS. It's a good idea to put the call to action in the PS. PS, connect with me on Facebook. And I'm happy to answer your questions. So that's on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, just go over to YouTube and find some of your favorite inspirational speakers. Look for, it would be nice to look for some women speakers like Marianne Williamson, and, you know, just Google around, or like the one we had the other day, Sue Smart. But you could get like Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn and Brian Tracy, whoever is your favorite, or whatever you find on YouTube that you find inspiring. Put that on your blog on Wednesday with the same idea, a little paragraph at the beginning saying what you found interesting, a closing paragraph. Hope you found this helpful. Your little thumbnail picture again, and your name, and then PS, contact me on Facebook if you, yeah, whatever suits for that particular day. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, how-to days are really good. If you have a how-to day in there, now if you have a health business, or if you're trying to attract women with small children, you know, make a list of all the how-tos that you can do. If it was a health company, you might not want to really put anything in there about your company, but you could put in recipes, healthy recipes, how to make this, how to do that, you know, how to take a easy snack with you to work, or whatever. But, you know, you can brainstorm and get some how-to. If you're going to do like moms, you could go through all kinds of how to talk to your teenager without fighting, how to get a 2-year-old into bed, whatever is relevant for the age group of the children that you know most about. And then if you're going to do just the Better Women's Network or Global NPN, then do you know, how to use the instant blogging program, or how to, you go in there and find out how to do something, how to set up a tracker so that you know who's clicking on what blog post, or wherever you've put your links. Whatever you have learned to do, make that your how-to thing on Thursday. And then Friday's idea was just to make that a miscellaneous day. Put something up there that's funny. Put up another product or another benefit. Talk about yourself on Fridays, something interesting that you've done, an experience, or a hobby, or a cause, like if you're into promoting SPCA, or, you know, children's literacy, or women's education in Afghanistan, whatever is your cause that you might be interested in. Friday could be a day to promote something like that. And then always, again, you know, hope you found this interesting, and your picture and your name and a PS, contact me on Facebook. Saturday, I would suggest just taking another 15 minutes or so just to plan what you're going to do next week. You know, and then we can include also like where you're going to post your blogs, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But just making your plan for the following 5 days. And you'll be happy to know Sunday, rest and relaxation. There you go. You don't have to do anything on Sundays. You can just kind of think of what you might be doing the rest of the week. But, you know, we are building the business, so you need to keep yourself focused. But it's also important that once you have done your blog post every single day, doing the blog post is one thing, but you have to share it. You have to syndicate it, get it out there, let people know that you've done it. And I think a good way to do it is, again, take a look at your Facebook groups. And if you are in mums groups, here's something that you can share, you know, kids snacks, whatever you've done your blog post about, share it in the group that's relevant if you're into the health things. If you've done more on the global NPN, look for more of the marketing, on sales marketing, or even the SEO groups, or whatever is a little more technically minded. Share in those groups. Just kind of make it relevant for the post that you've done in the group that you're sharing it in. And then there's all these other ideas. You can share it on Twitter, Stumble Upon, Dig, Google+, Pinterest, Pingler. Pingler is a free site. You just have to go pingler.com, and you can just put in your URL and your title of your blog post, and then there's categories. You can choose it for business or news. And we can do, like next week, we could go over how to actually put it into some of these groups. But in the meantime, you can certainly go and play around with them and try it out. But it is important, because blogging is one thing, but people have to find your blog post and read it. You don't want it like a little raft in the middle of the ocean that nobody's going to find at all. It's important to get it out there and to share. And our last slide was just thank you very much for joining our webinar, and now we'll go into questions and answers.